Stop, Princess. Philip stopped me from reaching out. I'm going to hand you something to wear if you wish to help me. He went over to the reception desk and came. Gloves? Does that mean you shouldn't touch them with your bare hands? Skeletiano held out his bony hand to Philip. Yes, although there would be no effect on burns, so you are safe. The light that shone in his eye sockets were like that of a fire faced with the wind. It went out. I'll make some gloves for you to wear next time, Skeletiano, so please cheer up. I thought I caught a glimpse of the light returning to his eyes. He is an interesting creature. As Philip had said, the shelf we were working on was filled with mystical books and taking forever to tidy away. There was a mystical book which sung when you opened it, and one that screamed and ran away whenever you picked it up. And one book that continued to get heavier until you said its real name. There was less than 100 books in total, but it took our group of 2 adults and a skeleton an hour to tidy them away. Just then I noticed a rather heavy brown book in the corner of the mystical books shelf. It captured my attention, and I picked it up. There was nothing overly remarkable about it, and I couldn't get the feeling that something strange might happen. I sighed in relief. It had been lying in the corner, and yet there was not one speck of text on it. The title of Forgotten Memories had caught my attention, and I opened it up to the first page. A great wind erupted from the open book, and even hard-covered mystical books could not stand up to the force of that wind. Princess! I'd been taken completely by surprise and fell promptly on my backside. After a few seconds, the wind ceased, and when I opened my eyes, I found the book still lie on my lap. Sandwiched between the pages was an antique-looking folding fan. I had the impression that it was of fine quality. Did it used to belong to a noble? But it does seem kind of familiar. I picked it up to find it felt surprisingly comfortable in my hand. It's as if it belonged to me. Philip ran over to me, and once he was at my side, immediately knelt down. We were at the same eye level, and I felt a brief moment's fascination seeing his profile up close. Philip really is just like the prince from the book. I quickly looked down at the fan and asked Philip my question. It fits in my hand perfectly when I hold it. I wonder why that is. I made my bewilderment evident fun, and I looked the fan all over. But I could not recall ever seeing it before. It's yours. But I have no memory of it. Philip's almond eyes narrowed sorrowfully. I looked into those eyes, and I felt like the pain I could see in there might suffocate me. Is this the mystical book's doing as well? I think that this fan must have something to do with a memory you strongly wished that you would never forget. Something I strongly wished? I folded my arms and cocked my head to one side. I hung my head downwards, but nothing came to mind. It's no good. I'm not getting any. I looked besides me as I spoke to find Philip looking like he had just been stabbed in the heart, and I couldn't breathe. Why must he smile so sadly? I couldn't finish the sigh as I had just taken a deep breath, for after 5 funny facial expression. It wasn't one I had ever seen before. You should keep it, Princess. The fan will be glad to have found its owner, as well as the person who sent it to you. His fingertips slipped past my left field of vision and came to a stop at my ear. He brushed back my hair gently. It must have been whipped around by the wind. It can't be nice if beautiful hair gets tangled. Philip was back to normal when he next spoke. His warm touch felt nice. His hand tickled as it brushed my hair, and I laughed. That tickles. We were having fun, joking around with one another. But all good things must come to an end. Music played through the library, signifying that it was closing time. Oh, this is... I looked to find where the voice had come from. It was a tree that seemed to have sprouted a tailbone. I felt sorry for Skeletiano. To think that there was a mystical book that had an effect on Skeletiano. I'll bring gloves for you next time. Once said this, Skeletiano was the happiest he had been all day, expressing his joy with every fiber being. You will? That makes attaching myself to a cedar tree for a hassle. Seeing how happy Skeletiano was just made me smile too. I've kept you both too long. Mind taking the princess home for me, Bones? Why so formal? Are we not on friendly terms now after the cedar tree incident and the gloves? You can count on me. I know I can rest easy in trusting her to your care. I had a notion that if Bones could blush, Skeletiano would have. Skeletiano and I were ready to go, and Philip showed us to the door. I'm looking forward to your next visit, Princess. I am too, Philip. Philip waved his hand and saw us off with a smile. I turned away from him. And after we left the library behind us, hey, yes, Princess? What's the matter? Your face